Welcome to another thrilling adventure in Diplomas and Demons.
Diplomas and demons?
Diplomas.
Diplomas.
Diplomas and demons. This time around, you're all around demons.
Oh, okay, I was about to say, does that mean there's not
Diplomas
going
and
to be any
dragons, but for Christ's
dragons?
sake, you're right around a bunch of demons.
You know, we haven't had any dungeons yet either, now that you mention it.
Well, you haven't actually been underground.
That's because they're all diplomas.
We're not mole people.
Serin.
We think.
There's that's actually very offensive, because there is a race of people called moles.
Somebody has been underwater.
I'm fine with that, but we are not.
You've been on water, in water, underwater, and in a swamp. You haven't even gotten to
I haven't
the
been
dungeon.
underwater yet. Actually, only one of us has been underwater.
That's true.
That was me.
Although,
That was me, Stromile, because I was trying to take one for the team. Save your guys.
just to
Hey, that
recap,
was me.
I do want to point out that several people in our party thought that the best way to run from a giant octopus was to jump in the water, which has still got to be the worst advice I've heard so far.
That was from Guy Ferryman.
Yeah.
And he's dead now, so,
Which
you
says a
know.
lot.
Yeah.
Actually, he just told you to get off the damn boat. That's all he said.
And we only got off the boat once we listed to shore safely and were able to disembark.
Right.
Again, the terminology coming
Stromile
back.
was right.
Okay,
right
so-
at the beginning.
to recap a little bit, you guys had left the ferry, of course, gone through the swamp. You fought a basilisk in the swamp.
Lit it on
Stromile
fire.
got
Several
half
times.
petrified by the basilisk, and
Yeah, that hurt.
you had, right before the fight with the basilisk, you'd run in to the regulators, which are led,
By Mose.
by
You're
Who I
welcome.
saved.
He owes us
they're
one.
led by Nate Dogg and Warren T.
Let's hit the east side of the LB.
No, they are led by Mose Devereaux, and then Jackson Martinson and Devereaux Clegane seem to be the second and third in command. Right after meeting them, that was when you fought the basilisk. After you, very, very quickly, much to my amazement, beat the crap out of the basilisk.
Good job.
That's teamwork.
Good job. Way to go.
You
Way to
run
We all
back.
did stuff. Good
you
job, King.
are,
Yeah.
That's
You are met up. You made up again with what's left of the
was
regulators
some shock in
after
my
they
voice.
had fought a contingent of 40 Driders. They did kill them, but they lost most of their men. You also find out that Mose had been bitten and was dying. So you, Stromile and Mose, are carried and or dragged back into civilization, which is an area along the banks of the Ringfinger River, which is literally just known as the Banks. And what they are kind of like a suburb to Swollen Point, which is now, at this very moment, 5 hours upriver and will be back in this position within 5 hours due to tide.
So it's
right.
coming to us.
It's coming to you.
Gotcha.
Yes.
So really, there's nothing to do but chill for 5 hours.
But
Right.
I'm already in Swollen Point.
Oh yeah,
Not yet.
you can chill in your own special way.
That's a choice, right?
Now,
It's forced chill.
where we left it, Glass, Mr. Serin, had been found out to have offended one of the dukes in Swollen Point and has been arrested and taken away in shackles.
So, have we established to what degree I offended him? Did I offend him so much that I tarnished his
You're going to
entire
find out.
career?
You're going to find out pretty quick because you're on your way to meet him.
Oh, good.
Didn't you describe exactly what you did? Didn't I think you said you made up a very offensive rhyme about it?
Song.
Yeah.
Perhaps
I
You satirized him.
Yeah, I made a parody
I said that right.
about him.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
And,
he satirized his song, right?
I was about to ask if
satirized
it
him
involved the
in
trumpet.
song and
You know what I mean?
Again, a dandy boy.
in front of thousands of people.
Yeah. So
Not a great career choice there.
he is now
Yeah.
under arrest,
I didn't
being
know.
taken away north to what you have been told by Jackson and Deverell, that they are taking him to Swollen Point to see the Duke. And there's really not a whole lot you can do about it because there were 18 guards and there's only 3 of you. And it didn't sound like Jackson nor Deverell were up on helping you try to beat down the guards.
We didn't ask.
Yeah, you did.
It was like an implied thing, and we...
If they had said, let's do this, it'd be like, okay, all right,
Yeah,
let's
sure.
go.
Yeah,
but-
they more along the lines said, man, that sucks, but that dude's toast.
So you guys went with Zayne, Serin, and Stromile. Go with Jackson and Deverell into a bar, and the only thing you saw about this bar, it does not have a name listed on the front. The only thing it had listed on the front were a bunch of abysmal letters. Abyssal, not that abysmal.
Which, and
They
none
might
of
be
it,
abysmal too, you know.
I know.
well, I
can't check the
penmanship,
grammar.
The penmanship, really, I don't
Right,
know.
it might be abysmal penmanship, but it was abyssal wording.
That's right. And none of us read
None
that.
of you read abyssal.
So we're basically in the Mos Eisley Cantina, only it's filled with undead and demons.
Exactly.
Right, and instead of that catchy little tune you heard in the Mos Eisley Cantina, it's like The Cure.
I just
Or-
got us yanked off
or
the
Depe-
YouTube.
or
with that,
Depe-
by the way.
Yeah,
That's all it
Disney's
takes.
cracking down on us hard.
Yeah, so it is a very dark place. There's drow, there's Duragar, there are liches, and the proprietor of this tavern is a Yanti, standing behind the bar, looking very regal, and actually, for a Yanti, quite freaking attractive.
Against snake person.
Yes.
Yes, in fact, we had Drow, spider-loving person, actual spider Drow,
And now,
undead wizard,
that's right.
Dead
Snake lady.
Wizard, and the Duragar are the Deep Elves.
And the snake
Or
lady's
deep-
looking
or-
pretty
yeah,
dwarves.
yeah.
Yeah, dark doors. Basically.
Yeah.
Dark Dwarves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dwergar and Draugr really,
Yeah.
in the old noggin get mixed up.
It happens.
Yeah. And they're so close in pronunciation. Yeah. Anyway.
They're both evil. Let's just come out and
Exactly.
say it.
Yeah.
Let's
One's
just say it.
just
All of
short
them are
and
evil
evil.
except
Whoa,
for
whoa.
one.
Well, don't cast the first stone. I know you're a caster, but let's
Didn't
not.
they murder a bunch of dudes in the swamp just recently? In
Drider-
fact, that
Driders
actually-
did, yes.
Yeah.
Doesn't that seem?
None of them made it out, so we-
Driders aren't like a naturally occurring beast. Like they're always part of a drow force. I don't think we ever even noodled that. Like, why were there a bunch
there was
of
a drow force. Now they're not
Actually,
here.
if you look up the character page for a drow, the monster page of a drow and of a drider, the driders are actually not part of the drow race because they are considered below the drow. They do use them every once in a while in an army, but at the same time, they don't like them. And the driders are hard to control, so they can and will go out on their own. They'll even kill a drow.
Okay, so that doesn't imply there was some other plot going on.
Yeah.
It could have just been some jerks, some drider jerks.
Well, the driders are driven mad. I mean, completely mad. They are as close to Lolth as you can get in humanoid form. They're just nuts. So they don't care who they kill. So they're extremely hard to control by the drow.
See, I'm actually pretending that I don't know this for your benefit, Derek. Not because I don't know it. That would just be silly.
And there is no silliness at this table.
Absolutely
None
not. No
whatsoever.
silliness whatsoever.
We keep that that's second rate.
We are educated. We are
Okay.
Diplomas.
So,
We have diplomas
you're
and or
implying there
dragons.
that Stromile is not educated. That's what I'm picking up from this conversation here.
It's fine.
I'll remember that when we're in the woods and you need help.
All right.
Dirk had a mechanics question earlier that I think might be good to address, because I
Okay.
don't know if we did. Resting.
Resting?
Yes, since now we have 5 hours of downtime, which I'm sure we'll do something here in a sec, but a short rest would be 1 hour of not being in any sort of danger, just chilling, right?
Okay, so we'll go over this again. What did I say about breaking in
Right.
between game times?
That we would automatically, it would be assumed. I
It's
think.
basically assumed as it's an 8-hour rest. So
But you said to be here in 5 hours, though.
Well,
this is the way I looked at it.
You round up.
Is if we end a game, if we
do
end
want
a
to go on
gaming
rest?
session,
yeah.
we're considering this a long rest.
Oh, well then
So
you can
times
just put
pause.
it back
Oh,
to your
sweet.
It's like
maximum
hitting
stuff.
pause on a video game,
Okay.
the old school video games that would actually reset.
I'm glad you put old school in there because hypothetically, maybe a parent of a certain age might hear this podcast and think, "Oh, we can pause online games now." I'm glad that we have addressed that, so that it's
Oh,
still
that
not the
sounds
case.
like a great strat to spread that around.
Yeah,
That's the
let's-
only way that I'm going to get any more help on the KD ratio.
Yeah.
They just think they're pods.
So yeah, that's right. So we've recovered in a demon-filled tavern. That's
you guys
restful.
are
That's
just
peaceful.
hanging out. You're peace. I mean, nobody's messing with you because you're not messing with anybody.
That's true.
And that is
Like-
exactly what Jackson and Deverell told you. Was as long as you don't mess with
Yes.
them, they don't care about
I'm
you.
not going to start fights with the Lich.
No.
We don't need to be told that.
The only friction that you have had, other than glass being taken away, of course, the only friction that you have had in the banks so far is the little pissing match between Serin and the priestess of the Temple of Lolth.
A pissing match. I just
It
just walked away because I
was
didn't
a
care.
passive aggressive exchange.
Yes, passive aggressive. A pissing match is actively aggressive. A passive aggressive.
And
Serin definitely
the
isn't
argument
active.
you had with Jackson.
Serin is a very argumentative guy at times
I
when he
did-
feels like he's in the right.
Zayne did have some inner turmoil as soon as we entered the tavern, though, because there was a slight chance I might raise some ruckus. Because
Right.
it is infested with demons,
Of
but I
the
control...
three of you
Yeah.
that are in this tavern, Zayne is actually the one that is on a knife's edge.
That's right.
Because this is everybody in here, besides Serin and Stromile, everybody in here offends him to his core.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
Everybody in the tavern.
Oh, offends him, except us.
Zayne,
I'm like
except
Rush
for the two of
Limbaugh
you.
going to the Democratic National Convention.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So
And that's the last time I get compared
Oh,
to
like
Rush.
now I'm just wondering what kind
Does
of
that work
holy
though, right?
symbol
That
he'd be
metaphor
carrying like that. It'd probably just be like a bag of money.
all right.
Oh, that sounds like an amazing prestige class. If we can make that happen.
Okay, so you guys are stuck in the tavern. You get put on pause for a little while because I'm going to deal with glass.
I'm enamored right now.
You are enamored. They do have some killer ale.
I'm the opposite of
Literally
enamored.
killer ale. Like
Killer
four
ale.
demons
Yeah.
will kill you.
In fact, that's what it's called. It's
by
called
ale
killer
and
ale.
other
It might take a
intoxicants.
lot to get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sorry, I've got to stop watching that show before we do this. Anyway, so glass, you are being led, what you think, to Swollen Point, but before you get to the ferry, they actually take a hard right.
Am I still knocked out?
No, you're back awake,
Sweet.
but
Big mouth is open.
your big mouth is open for now.
Don't get
Use
yourself
it
killed
and
before we
remember
get you
what
free.
happened the last time you did. Mm-hmm. So
I gotta make the joke good.
you're yeah, make it worth it.
Yeah.
So you are moved down another street away from the ferry, and as you walk, you see a large building. It's not necessarily a castle. Looks more like a garrison. It has the parapets on it, but it doesn't have any tall spires. It doesn't look regal or anything. It looks very utilitarian. The most interesting part about it is that it's about 50 foot in the air, and it is jet black. It's made of black stone with black doors, the whole 9 yards.
So as we're approaching it, I turn to one of the guards and I'm like, huh, looks like Kaval's trying to compensate for something.
All right, roll a d20.
And he's like, yes, I saw Shrek too. Thank you very much. It's a very popular show here.
Okay, you are still
Popular
awake,
puppet
but
play or something.
you are in a lot of pain.
I was punched again, wasn't I?
No, you were shocked again.
Oh,
Forgot about the shock collar already.
yeah. Well, last time I was punched.
Well, are you feeling nostalgic or something?
I wanted that.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Where's my punch?
you get to the gate of this garrison-looking building, and gate opens. You are ushered inside, taken up a flight of about 20 steps, taken through another gate, and as the doors open, you see a great hall in front of you. Marble floors of white and black tile. The walls are almost, it looks like they're made out of obsidian on the inside. Flame is literally bouncing off of them as it shoots out of towers. But it is flickering off, and there's lots of reflection in here. But the walls look jet black. They don't emit any color. They emit reflection, but no color. And you were dragged, basically, down a red carpet. Got the red carpet treatment.
Nice.
Good.
I was just thinking this would be a great place to have a concert. That's so great.
Great visuals.
But one of the things you are noticing as you're being dragged down this red carpet is this place is full of people, but they're not doing anything. They're not standing there in reverence or anything else. They are lounging about. Most of them look high as a kite.
Oh, I thought I had fans.
Huh?
I thought I had fans.
No. They're just lying around on, like, piles of pillows and stuff like that. The air is thick with smoke. But they all just look, their eyes are glazed over. They just look happy. Some of them are petting each other. Petting. That's the best way I can put it.
Heavily?
Yeah.
A little heavy petting.
Yeah.
Oh my.
But the room is full. I mean, from either side of the red carpet to the wall, which is about 30 foot in distance, all you see is a sea of people lounging about.
It's an opium den. I gotcha.
Kind of.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking the whole
Is there any music?
That's
a
where
little
I
bit.
come in.
See, if there's not, it's like a
Oh,
silent
you're going to
disco.
piss off their buzz so much if you're going to start playing the trumpet.
There is like a little scimitar music going on in the back. You know, a little. Maybe it's not a scimitar. What the hell is it?
Like a violin?
Sitar.
Sitar.
Sitar. Oh.
Yeah,
I wasn't going to say anything.
Shing, shing, shing.
Is there a centaur playing the sitar?
Yeah.
Guarded by people with scimitars.
No, everybody in this area are human, elf, or half elf.
Nice.
There are no.
Looks like a party.
There are no drow. There are no gnomes. There are no dwarves. No nothing. Just human, elf, and half elf.
Dirty gnomes.
The elves.
Sorry for all the gnomes out there.
The thing that you're finding very interesting is the elves are completely mixed in with everybody else. And that is very weird for you to see an elf do.
Yeah.
They
What kind of elves? Like just high elves?
High elves.
No wood elves?
High elves.
High elves.
Hey.
No, there are
420 friendly.
there are wood elves,
Like an
there
elf
are high
is strong.
elves, but you don't very often see elves in this kind of state, just kind of lounging about with
only
humans.
type of elves I like.
Especially half elves, you know,
On
which most of
intoxicants,
them
you mean?
consider
I'm enamored.
bad. The other thing you do notice is that they're not wearing much in clothing. I mean, they're not naked, but they are.
Comfortable.
Yeah, the guys don't have any shirts on. They might be wearing a vest or something like that. But they're all clothing is very loose fitting. Yeah,
I'm a little
Chest hair.
I'm a little overdressed here.
Yeah, with the collar.
Yeah, you really are.
Yeah.
And
Navy
obviously,
yellow scarf.
honestly, you and the guards look out of place.
Yeah. Why
Because
am I here?
All right.
Okay.
You are being as you are being dragged up to the front on the throne. You recognize who is sitting very leisurely, with one leg kicked up over an arm, sitting back, smoking this beautifully ornate, curved pipe. Just sitting there, smoking away, grinning ear to ear, eyes half open. His eyes are lidded. And he just looks at you and grins.
Hey.
You notice. You recognize who it is.
Hey, buddy. How are you? I haven't seen you in so long. I've been wanting to come, but I just haven't had the time. And when I popped into Marciana, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna see my friend Kaval. And these guys right next to me, they even gave me an escort.
Lovely.
Yeah.
The escort wasn't my idea.
How have you been?
Oh, I'm wonderful.
Yeah, me too. But I'm a little uncomfortable. Could you help me out here with this neck thing?
What neck thing?
There's a thing on my neck.
Oh, no, I can't help you with it.
Please?
I can help you with the comfort. Ladies, and he claps his hands, and 3 handmaidens come walking out with various bottles of wine, smoke,
I should have gotten
whatever you
Yeah,
want.
no, we should have went with this guy.
And they're all walking up
Bum
to you,
tavern.
offering these. Of course, the shackles are staying on, and the collar is staying on. But they're offering you plenty of stuff to appease your uncomfortableness.
So, I would say, don't mind if I do, but I'm still, chained up. And my hands are behind my back.
Oh, let's be honest, buddy. How long have you been gone?
3 years.
And how did you get out of Swallowing Point and the banks?
You could say I was invited.
You could say that, but would you really?
I will.
How else would you put it? Did you run?
Fast.
Yeah.
Really fast. Really quick.
So, you kind of have to understand the whole shackles
Yeah.
and collar thing.
I'll tell you what, my feet hurt because I walked all the way over here.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, ladies, get him a seat. And they bring over...
No.
They bring over a tray, right?
Every time he complains, he gets more free stuff.
They bring over a nice, beautiful, plush-cushioned chair and put it right behind you in the middle of the red carpet.
Okay, sure.
Nice.
I sit down.
Okay. So, I just want to say that I forgive you.
Really?
I totally forgive you.
Oh.
It was after I thought about it. Took me about 2 years, but after I thought about it, I thought it was really funny, actually. It was good.
Yeah.
You're really good at what you do.
Pretty solid.
The reason I had to bring you back, and I'm sorry, like I said, I'm sorry about the shackles and stuff, but they got to stay on just for a little while longer, don't worry.
Oh, good.
But the reason I had to bring you back was because you're so damn good at what you do. I want you to work for me, man.
You want me to work for you?
I want you to work for me. I need an entertainer.
Uh-huh.
I need someone who can get everybody's deepest, darkest secrets. I need someone who can get me stuff that most other people wouldn't give me. You know what I'm saying there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I need someone like you, man.
Seems like he's a better deal than the contract.
So, so you're telling me, I've heard that you wanted what's on my shoulders. You know my head. I prefer this option.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So
I tell you,
can I get uncollared to do this?
hold on. I didn't. I wasn't the one I wasn't the one who said that
Yeah.
they needed to put a collar on.
Uh-huh.
It was actually your mother, and because she knew you were a flight risk. She knew you had to run away. She knew you were going to run away again.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, what was that?
I'm piecing the puzzle together.
Okay.
It looked-
That's great podcasting too.
It
Because
looked-
I can't even describe what motions you were doing.
It looked like you were cutting a rug and the rug was on fire.
Yeah. So she'll be down in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But when I said, and she was actually the one who said, instead of cutting off your head and putting it on a pike like I've been wanting to for the last 2 years.
Yeah. 3.
It was her idea that we should hire you. Sorry. Too much smoke.
Uh-huh.
So, what do you think? Would you work for me in that capacity? You'd be my thief, my entertainer,
Uh-huh.
my assassin, loyal only to me.
I don't know about assassin.
Oh, you know there are people that have to be killed.
I don't know about killing people.
Oh,
killing
you know that there are people that have to be killed, and you know there are people you want to kill.
I can think of one. But
I got that. That was funny. That's good. That's why I want to hire you.
I'll do it only if I like the job after the first mission.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a great deal.
Okay.
Ruth!
Yeah.
Ruth! You said okay. Can we take the shackles and stuff off now? And you hear, echoing off in the distance, yes, of course.
This is a trap. the trap. It's a trap.
Out of the shadows from behind where the two thrones are sitting. There are two thrones, one is empty. Your mother walks out.
Wait a minute.
And she is adorned in the most beautiful dress you've ever seen.
You whistled too early.
That's just a little bit creepy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Hey, not for Stromile. That's what I'm saying.
Not his mom.
She's adorned in a beautiful
My
dress. Lots in wearing jewels
right.
and earrings and stuff like that. Lots of makeup, just very beautiful. A few interesting tattoos on her face now.
what?
Well, maybe I don't want her.
What? Why did she?
Oh,
Roll
way to
perception.
offend
don't shame
another
the
segment of our listenership.
At this point, we're
They're not like
That was a 15.
actual ink tattoos that are drilled into the skin. They're just drawn on her face.
Henna.
Okay.
Face henna.
Okay,
Yeah,
makes sense.
she got some henna. Okay.
Yeah. But she looks radiant. Zendumbane, you already rolled a perception. There's one thing adorning her that you have never seen before. Now, the dress, I'm guessing the dress and stuff is a little bit out of character for her, right?
Yeah, definitely. She's an adventurer. That's
Right.
what she used to do.
Around her head is a, it's not a crown and it's not a tiara.
It's a mind control
How about a
device.
diadem?
Diadem, yes. A diadem,
oh,
yes.
nice. There you go.
Yeah, there's a diadem on her head with a purple stone on it. And you don't know if it's a trick of the light or if it's actually happening, but it looks like the stone is beating. And she comes up.
Good luck.
I hope that was in character.
She comes up. She gives you a big hug, kiss on the cheek, unlocks the collar around your neck and the shackles,
Yeah.
and takes them off. Gathers them up, hands them to the guard, says she's happy to see you, walks back up, stands right next to Stridence, and gives him a kiss on the cheek, and then sits down next to him, and he sits down next to her, and they hold hands.
So,
Glasses, mom has got it. I mean, come on. Everyone was thinking it.
oh yeah.
I was thinking something, but yeah.
So,
We were all thinking something.
Kaval is, Mom, how long has, and then I point to both of them.
And they both kind of furrow their brow in more of a, not an angry, but a kind of a confused way, and then look at each other, and then look back. And your mother, I came back to town about 6 months ago, and we hit it off, and it was a whirlwind romance. He was just a lovely man, and I just had to marry him.
He's a,
Careful there.
but he's him.
Yes, he's a lovely man. And she smiles very coyly.
It's a trap. I'm gonna need to find a way to get that head thing off of her. That's what Glass is thinking right now.
Okay.
But
Is there anything you would like to do?
yeah, he's playing it cool for now. So
Well, I'm saying, is there anything you would like to do to see about why she's acting this way?
not particularly right now.
Damn it.
Would played
You had it all planned out, didn't you? You got pages and
Well,
notes.
no, I was fine. It's fine.
Wait,
you can play stupid
how
for right
could I figure that out?
Do you have detect magic or anything?
I was actually wondering if you had, like, a spell.
Do I?
Well, but
I've got to take one.
Just want to make sure.
we,
no.
when we get back to the tavern,
No,
we
all
gotta have a
of
spell
my
conversation
things
about how
are
we
used
prepare
for offensive purposes.
Oh, I've already.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Tell you what. Since you were a magic user anyway, roll perception.
Sure.
Oh, wait, wouldn't that be roll
I could knowledge.
Yeah, knowledge arcana.
Yeah, you should really have a really good arcana skill.
Well, it's better than his -1 wisdom.
Yeah. 12.
12. For you, it's not hard to see,
Oh yeah.
but it has nothing to do with your mother. Wrapped around Stredence's neck, you can barely see it because it is practically transparent and not really even there. What you see is a serpent that looks like a ghost serpent wrapped around his neck. It has 3 heads, and they're the ones that are looking at you and grinning. And every time Stredence says something either to you or your mother, one of the mouths of the snakes talks.
Hail Hydra.
What?
3 heads, 2 butts.
What? For a second there, I was thinking that she was controlling him. I don't know.
Maybe your mom's the snake. Have you ever thought of that?
Yeah.
Maybe she's gone through some changes in her life.
Maybe.
It happens.
Okay. So I'm still gonna play it cool, and I'm like, so Kaval, do you have a place where I can lodge?
Oh, absolutely. Gentlemen, would you take Mr. Serin up to the West Tower in his suite? It's been made up for him.
Another thing. So where your friends picked me up, I left some of my friends there. Could I have it arranged for them to come to me?
Oh, he wants us to have a sleepover.
Oh, yeah,
that's adorable.
Cool, dude.
You know,
Don't bring
I'm
us
going to
into
have to
your
think about that,
wheelhouse.
bud. It's
Yeah?
going to take... I'm really going to have to think about that for a little while. Why don't you get settled, and I'll discuss it with your mom.
Sure.
Sweet, now he knows where we are.
See, I don't know if I can
Sure.
say yes because I have to talk to your mom first.
It's like, it's like a really bad stepdad thing. Like, he also wants to kill me, but, you know.
Hold on for now, at least.
Yeah, and you might notice he's not calling you son, because that'd be weird.
That would be weird.
Yeah,
Tomorrow he will.
yeah, he's not asking you to call him dad or anything. Now,
Yeah.
of course, given your backstory, right? Your dad is still alive, right?
No, he's dead.
Oh, he's dead. Okay, never mind. I think
He
he's
died
still
in a
alive.
Nope,
standstill.
it's all fine.
Damn it! Go for it. It doesn't matter.
His ghost could be around, though.
His ghost could be.
His ghost could be around.
That's scary.
So, you are. So you are led away, taken up to what they call the West Tower. It's all inside. It's basically the West Parapet. But they take you up a spiral staircase, open up a door, and you have the most beautiful damn room on the face of the planet.
Sweet.
Fresh silk linens on the bed. Giant king-size bed. It's actually a double king-size, so it actually takes up half the damn room. Spa, the whole 9 yards. You've got every luxury you could ever want.
There's no way they can fold fitted sheets for that bed. There's just no way that would ever be able to happen.
Magic.
I just...
Yeah,
no,
so-
not even Mage Hand.
so
Mage
now-
Hand can't do it.
Special wizard sheets.
No
Now
way.
I have a base of operations.
Tucked around toe.
Yeah, and it's beautifully made.
Yeah.
They would put the Four Seasons to shame.
Do they have the swan?
Even a little mince on the
Well,
pillow.
no.
Oh, no, but do they have a towel that's
Yeah.
in the shape of a swan?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah,
towel swan.
yeah, absolutely. Actually,
Sweet's a dire
it is a
swan.
swan.
A dire swan. It has little.
Not only
towel
is it in the
teeth.
shape of a swan, it flies around the room.
Oh,
I should have put that as one of my skills, origami.
And if you need to dry off, it just flies to
Really
you
good
and then
idea.
wraps around you and dries it. Dries you
write that
itself.
in there.
Okay.
Why aren't we funding this?
Yeah, just beautiful. And
Yeah.
just immaculate room. And as you are ushered in, the captain of the guard says, "Welcome to your new home, sir," and slams the door, and you hear it lock.
Oh, I knew that was coming.
Man, a lock, though. If only there was like a character class.
I know, right? Okay.
If only there was a character who had thieves' tools.
Yeah, and was proficient in them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, okay, you're on pause now.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Before we start our thing, I need to resolve something that I forgot about till just now.
Okay.
And that's, if I did have a long rest, I have to have a couple more visions about the future. That's my 2d20s.
Okay, then roll it.
which will just replace the one I had left. Which is a 3. Yes! Either one really low or really high. And a 16. All right. So I'll just bank those numbers for now. So sorry for interrupting. And all done with that.
Okay. Okay, so you guys are in the tavern. As far as you know, because this is what Cobble and Jackson told you, as far as you know, Glass has been taken to Swollen Point to await trial.
Do we know by who?
Oh yeah, they told you who's
Okay,
guards.
so okay.
They've told you the whole story. You know
Gotcha.
exactly why he was carted away at this point.
So we know about
And now
the
it's
whole
probably
satire.
starting to click as to why he kept disguising himself every time he was around.
Hopefully
people
that stage is just over with.
from Swallow Point.
Nah.
We may never meet his twin brother at this rate.
Yeah, right. All right. So what are you doing?
Are the renegades still with us?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
They're
about five.
actually. So
They're about 5 tankards in. They're having a great time.
may I So we've hung out with them for a while, but may I make an insight check just to really get a definitive feel over who these people are?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, thanks. Well, no, I don't. That's a 7 total.
You've had one too many drinks to have any kind of insight into anything.
They're great guys. These guys are awesome. We're bros.
If you want, I could try to do a horrible insight check for the same reasons and see if I can pick up something about these guys.
Give it a shot.
I've just been betrayed. We had... They were
14 is
possible
not terrible
slavers.
for me, actually.
Guy was shifty, so I've just had one too many times. I'm very suspicious of people.
Do I pick up anything with my very, very average wisdom?
Mediocre.
As mediocre as you can get.
Like C+.
Other than their outlook on what they consider lesser beings. Which, by the way, Jackson has not been short in telling you exactly what he considers a lesser being.
So you're saying he's like one of those guys who drinks a bit and then just starts getting progressively more and more like that. He's like that uncle at Thanksgiving.
He started before he started drinking. Because he was a little miffed that you basically called him a racist.
So he's going to prove it by being super racist?
Dude,
he
go big or
showed
go
me.
He's doing the whole thing of justifying the way he feels against ogres, goblins, kobolds. Pretty much, every race that he talks about being a lesser race and not worse, and instead should either be eradicated or subjugated.
Has he called himself a race realist yet?
Very important question. What about orcs?
He hasn't said anything about it.
Well, has he said anything about demons? Because given the company of the tavern, that would be not so great.
He hasn't said anything about demons either.
Okay.
But he talks about all of...
But demons get a pass?
Are you saying that in character?
No, like, just the fact that you said he wasn't talking about,
The
like,
entire bar
in my
drops
head.
their drinks and then looks straight at
This
you.
bar is too loud for anybody to
Okay.
hear your conversation. I mean,
It
it
is
is
more
not a quiet place. You have never seen demons, drow, and Durgar party like this. I mean, they are just having a grand time. It's like you're back in the Angry
Swallow.
It's just rowdy. Everybody's having a good time. It's just that they're all evil by nature.
How
he's
good
the
of a time
racist.
am I having right now?
Now that they have, actually Jackson was the one who introduced you to Killer Ale.
Oh, okay.
It is actually better than the ale they specifically made for you and your father. Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
And he tells you the reason it's better is it's made with the blood of destroyed demons.
And my legs are back to normal.
Oh yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
good.
You're good.
So now
Blood
you
of
can wobble
demons.
around drunkily all over the place.
Did you guys know that, Serin, Zayne, did you guys know that this stuff's really good, but it's made of the blood of demons?
That's why I'm not drinking
That's
it.
why I'm sure it's great. You enjoy it. You
I
get
do.
my share. I'm not gonna.
You just imbibe.
Yeah, you have a good time.
I'm busy having the most awkward moment where I'm trying to just, like, listen to the racist conversation going, just, like, slowly, like, pulling back and hoping it'll sink in.
And it's going on. Can you actually justify that ogres are a good thing? All they do is kill and rape and pillage.
Actually, weirdly, Serin just had an in-character thought. That's actually taken him back to home. Because Elven society, especially High Elven society, pretty insular, which is the word I'm choosing to use instead of the word we've been using. And yeah, he sees this attitude a lot. It's actually one of the reasons he wanted to get out of there.
Okay, so you're
in that place.
kind of basically having an epiphany that it wasn't just your homeland that felt that way.
Yeah.
Dude, there's racists everywhere.
That is pretty much what I'm thinking right now, and I'm not liking that.
No.
It's like I was kind of hoping it'd be different out
Do
here.
the demons know that I'm
We are in
drinking
a
an ale
swamp.
made of demon
Oh,
blood?
absolutely.
And they're okay
They're all
with
drinking
that?
it too. And demons have no problem eating and drinking their own.
Are there any
They're frickin'
games going on
demons.
here at this bar, like
Ooh, a
darts
game
that I
of
can
chance.
play or pool? We're gonna be
over-
here for a long time. You know?
Over in the corner, you see two drow and a Durgar playing dice with the Lich.
Well, I asked that, but I honestly don't want to get myself.
Do it.
into that.
Do it. Really? Do it. Man, I can
No,
I can totally mess with at least one of your rolls. If I saw that.
The Lich would be on it.
be
Hey, I
bad.
saw it.
So
I
what-
saw the vision. That means it's gonna happen.
So Serin, Zayne, how much time do we have left until we can move?
Well,
Do you guys know?
You've been there about 3 hours at this point.
So we have about 2 hours left.
If I remember correctly from, and this is player, from last time, you said like it would take him a day to get, or kind of roughly a day to get wherever he was going and desettled. The next day would be the trial, as far as we know, and then the next day after that's the execution.
Yeah, as
So
far
we're
as you
looking
know,
at-
if he was taken to Swollen Point,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
basically is going to be booked tonight. He'll be put on trial tomorrow, and then they would execute him the next day.
And that is pretty much all we know is
That's
that
right.
he's going to be executed very soon.
In 2 days. So,
Zayne, are you saying we shouldn't rush or what?
well, we need to. What I'm saying is,
We have 2 days.
No, I'm saying we didn't get a chance to pick his
blood
pockets.
is awesome.
No, I'm saying if we had his coin purse, we could pay for your drinks with his own money, but we don't have it. So we go get it and we come back. No,
Man, who is paying for these?
that's the issue, right?
Don't even bring it up. I was going
Just
to.
just dime and dash. No, but we we got to go get him, right? How are we
Well,
going to
okay,
do
wait.
If
You
I got
say
to.
go get him. You may have noticed that the guys who dragged him away were bigger than us.
That's right.
And more than us.
So what's the plan?
I think we should just go fulfill our contract and try to get Baron Fitzsimmons to break him out for us, or at least convince him to let us join us on the mission, and we can deal with getting him away from them later.
So we need to kind of appeal that he was part of our contract party. So technically now the Baron would overrule the Duke, right? So
That's what I'm hoping. And actually, let us turn that question towards our drinking companions here. Would his rule? Would say the Baron Fitzsimmons outrank the Duke? A Duke.
Well, duh.
Well, there you go.
I think that's our plan.
Rules the entire land. The only reason there are even dukes down here is so that the Baron doesn't have to leave Swollen Point as often.
The Baron doesn't even realize what the Duke is doing, does he? Or not?
Well,
I'm wondering
I
that.
honestly don't know.
As,
That's what
we should let him know.
Let's be perfectly honest here, boys. There's not a damn thing that happens down here without the Dukes knowing or say so.
but the Baron might not know what they're up to. If they were up to
Baron will
anything.
probably know.
So he knows what they
Now,
know.
whether or not he actually likes it and whether or not he plans on doing something about it is two totally different stories.
That's true.
Fitzstevens, so he probably knows then that our companion was sought after and he's been taken.
Well,
Only one way to find out.
would you mind showing me that contract again?
S.I.P.
Hey, I didn't magic it.
Dude.
I'm going to throw that out right now.
But I did. Yeah.
I'm actually not sure. I think actually maybe our companion
Apple
had
bottom. It was apple bottom.
it. No, trust me. I made up that name. And I love that name. But
You guys are sitting here talking about going and seeing the Baron, but that wasn't what your contract was for.
if the Baron can outrank the Duke, though, he's really the only guy who could possibly
That's
help
right.
us.
But he's not going to have an audience with you unless you have a reason to see him.
Well, our
We
reason,
do have a reason.
Our reason is we need to get our buddy back so we can complete
Well, but
moving.
from what I heard, your buddy did exactly what he was arrested for, so...
Well, you know, maybe there's like a work program around here.
Yeah,
or,
I mean, maybe he can get out on good
Can you go
behavior.
build a rock wall
Stop
somewhere?
it. The liar isn't in the room.
I
Zayne,
got +2 deception.
Zayne, you're looking at the work program.
That's true, and you guys do a good job.
Yeah, and we have a
true.
life expectancy of about a week.
How long have you been around?
Do you get benefits?
Well, he's level 10, so he clearly
I
does
don't
it in a
They
week.
get paid each year, so man, no
Actually,
wonder it's such a big amount.
It's kind of like oil drillers. It's like you get paid, but you have to work every single day of that year, and at the end of the year you get paid.
Actually, Deverell and I have been part of the regulators since since Mose took over, roughly about 10 years ago.
Wow.
That is impressive.
Oh well, unfortunately, we're about the only 3 left from the original.
The OG,
The O-R's.
the oars.
The horse.
The first time there was a border dispute with the dwarves, we were sent out on a raid into Cragshire. And 77 men went, 3 came back. We haven't we haven't stepped foot into Cragshire since. I'm pretty sure you can understand why.
Good call. Good call on that one. So yeah, we just need our friend back, but we understand that if you commit whatever he did, we're not gonna. The law is
a
important.
hanging offense to write satire in this town.
Yeah, that's true.
It's kind of a weird deal. If you make fun of someone and they're nobody of import, it doesn't matter. If you make fun of a royal, if you make fun of a baron or a duke or a prince or anything like that, your days are numbered. You're done. There's only one way out, and that is to join the regulators. But that in of itself can be a death sentence, especially to a dandy like your friend.
Yeah, I can
He
see. I can see him
He
getting
is
massacred
very-
the first time you guys went outside the
Or
city.
even like not even just maybe like walking out his front door, just trip and fall and eat it.
I'll be perfectly honest, boys. I wouldn't even see him making it past the training regiment.
See, there you go. Yeah.
How has he lived this long? Nobody knows.
So you have like floaties on all the time.
Yes,
That's-
of course. How do you think I survived the boat?
That's exactly right. So at least, is there a way to find out his status? We need more information as well.
I mean, from what he has already told us,
Yeah.
we've got at least a couple days before any execution would happen.
I would like to stay the execution.
Outside of that, the only thing we need to do is go talk to someone who outranks the Duke.
Is there a way to what is the criminal process here in
Well, if he was taken to Swallowing Point, which I'm thinking he was, he would have been taken across a ferry. He would have been taken to the Central Palace and made to confess his crimes to the Duke. And then the Duke will take him in front of the Baron tomorrow and give his accusations and give his sentencing.
Wait
That's
a minute.
great. We planned on being there anyway.
I just
How convenient.
realized something. You know how you make a thief and escape artist not escape? You lie to him and make him believe that he's not in danger.
I like to think you just
Well, yeah,
realize
you're
that in character.
Yeah, you're screwed.
I'm
No.
guessing, yeah, somewhere off in the distance.
Yeah.
Of course!
So
knew it!
So what I'm saying
hear that?
is there such a thing as a right to counsel in Marshana?
Or perhaps,
You're right to it.
or perhaps some sort of trial by combat. Is that what you're going to say next?
No, that's not what I'm getting at all.
Ever since the Great Swamp Uprising, no.
Okay.
Pretty much well under martial law at this point.
Well, that makes sense.
Well, see, again.
So
exactly.
I'm just saying, if we were to hypothetically go, maybe the trial process might take longer than a day. We could go, and that would give us some breathing room, because 2 days is not a lot of time.
Yeah,
Well, I
think we should
will
go
tell
straight
you this: the Baron will not see anybody until the afternoon.
Okay, that
So
helps.
he at least has until tomorrow afternoon for the trial. And then it would be yet another day in the afternoon for an execution, because the Baron does not like going to an execution sober.
Well, understood.
Stromile probably understands that.
Understood.
Yeah, I don't like
You know,
anything
that's
sober, really.
like sleep.
So, to be perfectly honest, your friend has about 2 days. Now, if you can figure out some way to talk to the Baron in 2 days, in 1 day, before the Duke goes and talks to him, because once the Duke passes his sentence, the Baron does not override it. He can, if he were so inclined, but most of the time he is not inclined, because that would throw the entire system of government into a free-fall.
He'd stop
Exactly.
right now.
Yep.
Make
So-
him look weak.
So we need to talk to the Duke then.
We do?
I don't know. That's up to you. He's the next highest.
Yeah. Because it sounds like once the Baron gets involved, if we can't see the Baron till the Duke goes to the Baron, and once the Baron's involved with the Duke,
see the Baron.
that's what I'm saying, we can't.
Oh, yes, okay.
Yeah, we can't.
No, we can.
Well, that player to player, yeah.
This is out of character.
Yeah, in character, I'm like, we gotta go.
Yeah.
All right, honestly, okay, so out of character, this is a complete player. You mentioned in our group chat, like, plans to get him out. So, we could My Cousin Vinny it, and I could be his representation
You
and
are
just
Marissa
stall.
Tomei in this situation.
No, I'm Vin. I'm
His name
Vin.
is never Marissa Tomei.
And I just...
Although,
I have...
she's just very attractive.
Well, and she
Yeah,
won
come on.
an Emmy
Even
for
now,
that, I
right?
believe.
You're-
Or she won an Oscar
She did,
for that.
and you are the man with the highest charisma.
I have
Just
good
throw
charisma,
that out there.
so I could persuade.
I'm
I
more
could
of
just
a-
stall.
Yeah, with my 8,
And then
I'm
what
more the
you
main
could do,
character.
Mr. Wizard, is you and the
Conjure
bulked
something.
guy could hypothetically with your disguise magic, could look like guards, and when he need to be taken to wherever his cell is, because I'm sure he's in a cell because he's a prisoner, right? That makes sense.
You said you're saying all this in character.
No, this is out of character. Yeah.
So wait, you want us instead of
No, I'm
just,
not.
again, out of character. You can't tell because my voice
sitting
has
in front of a
changed.
regulator.
No, I'm not saying that. Yeah. So, this is out of
rather than
character.
just ask the Baron, you want to Scooby-Doo this whole thing?
Oh, it would be.
all killed?
What would Glass want? Right? He would want his life in peril all the time. He
Save
would
it
want.
for the mission. We're just trying to ask a favor.
But favors can have a no answer.
Okay. I will give you that. If he says no,
Okay.
Scooby-Doo is plan B.
Okay.
All right. But let's
Okay.
try plan
So
A
plan
first.
A.
49ers, Scooby-Doo plan
Plan A.
B.
Okay, I like it. So, but at least it's on the table.
Yeah.
Okay.
know
Because
what's-
I didn't watch my Cousin Vinny last night, but I did do some research, so I'm ready to go.
So yeah, I just assume that in character we are just having a discussion over what to do, saying we should find some
Exactly.
way to see the Baron. We're basically
I
keeping
got you,
up.
man.
We're keeping up his
And
line.
Jackson
I'd
and
like to
Deverell
see
are sitting at the
Glass's
table
line.
looking at you guys going,
Like we're crazy.
I'd like to see this Scooby-Doo thing go down, but Glasses already escaped. And then they tried to bring him out, and they're like, where'd he go?
Turns out you were the Duke all along. Pull out the face mask. And I would have gotten away
where
with
is
it
it
too.
too if it weren't for you crazy names.
We are young, right? We're kids.
I'm over 100 years old, so
but-
He's a kid. You're a kid in elf terms.
I'm older than an adult.
Are you
would
youthful
be.
at heart?
I would say that I'm probably like the human equivalent, like 25.
Okay,
So, you
that's
know.
Oh, well, you know.
that's
You
Fred.
still have a lot of life.
Still a
Glasses
kid.
20.
Still a kid.
Yeah, you can you have definitely good enough credit to purchase the mystery van. So, so we need at
His
least.
insurance is going to be lower than everybody else's.
That's exactly right. So
That's how the society works. Very like regressive in race relations, progressive in others.
well, it's a give and take,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, for a lot of people it works. Some people it doesn't.
So, Zane, what are you thinking, brother?
Well, we need to. So I think step one is get to Swollen Point. That's step one.
Which we can do in 2 hours.
Right. And then step two is.
It's more like an hour.
Well, first off,
we'll fast forward.
for the record,
Gotcha.
do I have.
Someone's
Do
holding
I need to make a
fast
knowledge
forward
check, or can I just
cutscene.
ask?
That would be me.
Do I know, is there a temple to Paylor in Swollen Point?
In Swollen Point, yes.
In Swollen- in
not
the city.
on the banks.
We are still covered in grime. I as an acolyte to that
I was
temple,
covered
I
in
can
hot
get
grime.
us free lodging. We can get some new clothes. We can get refreshed before we meet the Duke. That's probably a good idea. Plus, we get free stay.
Yeah, really,
It's not the Ritz,
it's not
but-
fair that only one of us should be getting free.
No, we all-
lodgings
no,
around here.
everybody-
No. I'm
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about stuff that we don't know in character. But yeah, actually, that
Dude, he's in a jail cell. Who cares?
That actually sounds kind of amazing because I probably don't smell so great after that face flop into the swamp.
That's right.
Is there
So
like a river or stream around that I can shower in? Because I don't really do all this domestication type stuff.
we are in a river. We are.
I'll
That's
eat your
probably
steak
where all
and,
the waste goes.
You could
He didn't
try
care.
to take a bath in the ring finger, but I'm pretty sure you end up in the ocean in less than a minute.
And I'm enamored too. Right.
Right.
I think this one time,
One time.
I'll go ahead.
Well, gentlemen, it is about that time to start heading to the docks because it'll take us close to about 30 minutes to get from here to where Swollen Point docks for the night, and we can get you on in the city.
Thank you. I really
That's
appreciate it.
very nice of you. How come you're helping us out? Is this because of what we did for Moe's, or
Absolutely, and you're nice people. I know good people want to see it.
And most.
There you go. He knows good
I'm
people.
gonna say,
We
like,
might not have the same views
in
on
character?
Good non-racist.
Sarah just got the biggest, like, suspicious, like, twinge going on here. Is like, wait a minute, we're good people now.
I never
Hey, no.
said you weren't good people.
Hey,
No, this is totally up here.
For a northerner, you're one of the nicest
For a
one
northerner.
I've ever seen.
hey, thank you, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, fair enough. We appreciate it.
So we need to ski on daddle down to the docks. You said.
Ski on daddle. You're
Sure, if
making
you
words
want to
up
put
now.
it that way.
Northern talk there.
I'm pretty sure that was from a
What the hell?
language I don't have on my list
What
here.
the hell
Dirk's got it.
What the hell kind of language was that? Was that some of that northern woods?
Look, I got a
woods
10
stuff?
int. I didn't do so well in the English part of the ACT.
If you know some of a demonic language, that's probably what's out on the sign.
Yeah, I say it by accident. I channel a demon by accident. I don't know. It just comes out.
As you say that, a
Tarnish.
demon leans back in his chair and says, "You don't want to know what's on that sign." and leans forward again.
And then that's when I take
He's probably right.
drink
Yeah.
of demon blood.
Yeah.
All right, so we.
Okay, can we fast forward it to striking out?
All right. So you guys get up, get ready to
baseball?
leave the bar. As you get up, Jackson actually pulls out a fairly large coin purse. It actually fits in the palm of his hand, but takes up the entire palm, and sits there and tosses it on the table, salutes the auntie, and walks out.
Whoa.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, no problem.
Excellent Foley work. That's wow.
Thanks for the demon blood.
It's one of the ingredients. It's not the whole
And
thing.
they
That's all I want.
escort you guys through the streets. Now, you start to figure out why they said they would escort you to the docks. This town has gone apeshit.
Oh.
It was like the Purge,
Kind of.
or like that one
Sun
chapter
has
in
gone
Wheel of
down.
Time.
It is
I like
nighttime
that reference.
in the
You get
city.
it?
Yes.
There's, of course, they do have street lamps and stuff like that, like torches and stuff like that. But all manner of badness is happening. It's like as soon as the shadows crept across the city, those who live in the shadows came out and decided to do all the deeds that they do. And it takes every bit of half an hour to go 6 blocks to get to the docks. And the reason it takes that long is that you have to stop every 10 so that these two regulators can beat the crap out of the things that are trying to kill you.
I would assume it would be okay if I had a light going.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so the shield's got the light on it.
Okay, that is attracting more of them then.
Yeah, well, no, I don't care.
saying.
It's dark outside, and there are.
Plus, that's their problem, really.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I care about me being able to see, and those shadows don't get near me.
So, like I said, now you guys see why these two regulators were kind of adamant about escorting you to the docks, escorting you to the docking station. Okay, so you get to the docking station, and just as you were about to walk, as you were walking up to the docking station, you see a metropolis. Tall buildings, 20 to 90 foot high. The tallest castle spire that you can see sticking out of the fog is 150 foot in the air. Almost, maybe even taller than that. From your perception, it's that tall. All the buildings are of the finest mason work, what you can see of the edges of them, but you can't see except for like maybe the tops of most of them, because from about, say, the 6th floor down on every building is covered in a thick gray fog that you can't see through. And because it's nighttime, it's even harder to see through it.
Yeah. I get uncomfortable.
As it
I got dark vision.
slowly
Well, so do I, but I just don't come.
kind of meanders up to the gate, you kind of hear wind rushing. It sounds like it. You just and it slows to a stop where these two gates literally match up. And when the gates match up, they both glow and snap together. And a bridge extends between the banks and Swollen Point, and suddenly 30 guards double time it across the bridge and spread out. They're not pointing weapons or anything, they just spread out. And that's it.
Now, that's an escort right there.
That's pretty cool. I feel special.
Do one of the guards appear to be in charge? Does one of the guards?
They're the ones
Yeah.
closest to
Yeah,
the
that's
gate
right.
are the ones closest to the gate are the ones barking orders to the rest of them, and suddenly you also hear them say, "We pick up in 10! 10 people, we pick up in 10!
Wow. They are about their business.
And they are in front of the gate, correct?
Yes, and somebody roll perception. All of you roll perception.
Why not?
Dude, I got
There's
this.
your D20. I don't. 9.
19.
You hear a mass of clamoring going on behind you as you just hear voices and feet shuffling very quickly and people walking very fast and stuff like that, and it's getting louder and louder and it's coming up right behind you.
And you're like scared yells or anything like that, or is it just mostly?
Very hushed. Come on.
So it's kind of like at an airport, everybody's just kind of eager to get on.
Yeah, just hurry.
It's not like that scene in I Am Legend where they're.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. They're just moving very quickly up behind you, but there is a mass of them.
Let's not hold the line back, boys.
No, it's not.
Let's move forward. Confidently marches out there.
As you guys start moving forward to go to the gate, Jackson clasps you on the shoulder, says, "I'll see you next time around, gentlemen. You have a good one."
Thank you.
You
I gotta
definitely
go
will.
back and take care of some business.
All right.
Good luck on the business.
And have fun meeting the Baron. And walks off.
We are literally going to see them again. It's on our side quest list.
Oh, yeah, it absolutely is. After we level up a couple of times.
Yeah, right.
Wait, hold on. Do we have an official side quest list?
Nope.
Ooh, that would
all
be
up here.
See, the smartest character should probably be the
Well,
guy.
technically, I do.
Well, true.
Because he gave me one.
Oh.
I'm not
Wait.
going to say who he is.
Oh.
I think I know.
Duh.